So this is just extra footage. I'm going to do a tutorial on eyes, but I need to make a character, and I kind of just want to make a character. So I'm going to make a character and then make his face, and then I'm going to do the tutorials for eyes. But I have to do like a character. I don't want to just do it on a sphere. I should just do it on a sphere, but I can't. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't know why. I'm gonna use tubes for arms. That means we're really going in here. Once I start using tubes for arms, it's over. This tube went crazy. How do I want the arms? I don't know. Maybe something like this. It's gonna be a weird character. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea, but I know that I need to mirror it. Okay, of course the bottom. We'll make the bottom bigger. Maybe we'll plump up just the forearms. Now, do I want the butt off the ground? Let me just do a sphere for the back. So, you know what? I'm going to validate this because I want to go as quickly as possible. So I'm going to validate this, and I'm going to call this arms. And this is the body. So I'm going to make a new sphere. And I'm just going to call this legs right off the bat. So I'm going to call this legs. Oop, mirror. I don't know what kind of legs I want him to have. Oh, I guess he has a big backside right now. Okay, so let's validate this and then let's drag it. Could use move, but let's drag for now. Maybe I should bring the body up in the back. I knew it was locked. Once it wouldn't move, I knew it was locked. All right, let's try to drag off some of this leg here. This is looking crazy. I don't know what this is. I don't know why he has such a badonk. Let's see if we can. Like, I don't mind it poking up a little bit, like where his feet, where his little hips are. Maybe his stomach is a little too. It's not bad. Let's bring these legs in a little bit. So he's got his little butt there. This can probably be a little higher. And maybe we'll give him a little, he kind of looks like an ape a little bit. Maybe we'll give him a little tail. I don't know. These are the legs. Let's go ahead and validate those. Are these the legs? They are. Okay. So let's add a tail. So let's go ahead and validate. We'll go here and we'll rename it. I don't, I kind of miss when things would go to the top or the bottom. I find that I kind of lose things sometimes. So let's rename this to tail. I also lose things when like you have array and radial and something goes into that group. Then I definitely lose stuff. My other tutorial is, where is Final Cut Pro? You better not, okay. I thought Final Cut Pro quit on me while I was trying to export a tutorial. Okay, let's make a tail. Why is you know what? Symmetry really seriously just likes to get on my nerves. It just like loves to like not be on when I want it to be on. It's a crazy looking animal, huh? It's a crazy looking animal. Okay, well, whatever. Let's make a head. Let's make a head. So we'll use a sphere. We're going to move up. We're just going to see what we get, really. How big should the head be? I feel like the head should be a bit thinner for some reason. Let's just go ahead and validate it and see what happens. So, firstly, I feel like this should actually be a little bit wider. And then his head, oh, symmetry. What are you doing, symmetry? You know what? I want to make sure that I make proper head. Maybe I'll just open this up a little bit. Feels okay. So what kind of snoot do we want on this rascal? Okay, that's the body. This is the head. So let's move the head up. Let's move the tail under the body. Okay, this already works good enough, but let's add another sphere. I like to use spheres. I can make anything with spheres. I will make anything with a good, strong sphere. Literally anything. If I could do tutorials in classes and talk like this, it'd be fun. Just talking crazy. Symmetry, what are you doing? Literally. So essentially it's going to turn off anytime I add something. It's going to turn off anytime I validate something. Anytime I validate something, it's going to turn off. Right? That's what we're doing. Move, it's off. What's up with that? What is up with that? Now he looks like an ice cream. Well, I might as well do something with these. Let's bend them. Let's bend them up. Did I validate this? I think I did. Let's take symmetry and clone. Let's clone it. Let's clone it and join it together. And then let's flip object. Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. So let's, before I do, So before I do that, now I'll clone it. Then I'll go to this, and then I'll flip object. Oh no, it didn't do what I wanted it to do. So now we'll clone it. Now let's see if I can do world and then flip object. Ah, it didn't clone. Okay. So I have to go back here, clone, put it together, go to here, world, flip object. Thanks for nothing. I would like to join them. Somehow I cloned them again? Is that what I did? I'm so confused right now. So confused. I'm worried if I join them, will they still be able to move independently? No, they're all messed up. Oh boy. Okay, you guys are done. You guys lost. Actually, I lost because I should have mirrored it before I validated it. So actually, I lost. Is the truth of the matter. What do we want to do with these? Because we have like a funny looking dog almost. It's kind of cool. Is that too basic? I feel like that's too basic. I kind of like them pointed like that though. It's kind of cool. Kind of dig it. And you know what else I want to do? I kind of want to use radial. Nah. I kind of want to have some fun with radial. No, this is fine. I was going to use, okay, so what is this? So these are, let me validate them. These are ears. What is this? This is the snoot. So that's the snoot. So if we add curve, I don't even remember how to use curve. Wait. I know what I did by accident. So let's add a new sphere. Then we'll take this new sphere and we'll go add and we'll go curve. So now I just have to make this necklace that he's wearing. And this actually is very cool because I've made necklaces before and they're very difficult. But this actually makes them a lot easier. I mean, it probably looks super confusing, but essentially I just have to make the necklace out of these nodes. Oh, I wanted to make the balls smaller, not the... I don't know how to make the balls smaller. Without making the whole thing smaller. Okay, so it's pretty much like wrapped around him. It's a bit hard to see. But you kind of get the idea. It's just the balls are too small. I guess you have to make the balls the right size first. Maybe I can just shrink this sphere. Oh yeah, here we go. I like that. So I'll go to curve and I'll add a couple more. Oh, they're not even like really on it. They're sort of like... And I have to move this one away so that they're touching. I'm starting to think this was a dumb idea. I think I've just been wanting to try it. I think that's what it is. Okay, can I get rid of this stupid gizmo? How do I get rid of this stupid gizmo? Gizmo's just in the way. Just want to pull these down a little more. I don't think I can... No, that moves the whole thing. Still really cool, still fun to make. I like it. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but still fun to make. So now I can probably just use move just to sort of get it so it's not like in his body. Yeah, I kind of like it. Just fix his little legs. Why is it moving weird? Why are these moving weird? The arms. They're not moving the way they're supposed to be moving. Oh yeah, they are. Okay. Okay. So we'll get rid of the necklace for now. Let's name it beads. So we'll get rid of it for now. And then we just want to flatten out these ears. This is why everything takes me forever, because I'm supposed to be doing a tutorial for eyes and I have to do all this stuff. That's just what I do, apparently. Okay, what do I want to do with this nose? Let's square it off a bit. And let's add another sphere. Where'd the sphere go? See? I added it and it disappeared. Okay, let's just validate that. Why not? We'll go ahead and drag. Okay, symmetry, you're killing me. So there has to be a setting. Because this is getting really, really annoying. Of course, there's no setting. I don't even know what I think I want to do. Now I'm sort of remembering. There was a point where I did a bunch of noses, but I kind of forgot how I used to do them. I kind of like that. See if I can flatten this. All right, let's see if I can actually drag this up. I don't know. I kind of like it. I mean, it looks okay. Let's add another sphere, as I always do. That was kind of slick. Let's go ahead and validate it. Oh, symmetry. Didn't look good, like pointed out like that. Let's see if I can square this up some. Keep like bending my toe the wrong way and it hurts like a dum-dum. And it's so weird looking. I don't think I like it. I don't think I like it. I think I hate it. But let's see if it's salvageable at all. Sometimes it's the shape of like just the the size of things can make a big difference. Like, I actually don't think that's as bad anymore. But maybe the nose needs to be either a lot bigger or a lot smaller. Maybe it's too big? I don't know. Oh, you know what? I used to do noses a different way. So I think I just need to, how did I used to do them? Oh, cones. That's what I used to do. I forgot. I completely forgot I used to do cones. Oops. I used to do cones. I don't really remember how I used to do them. Maybe I used to, just trying to remember how I used to do it. I feel like I used to just like drag the nose back or something, but that doesn't seem to be working. A layer, subtract. Oh, I can't believe they connected again. So let's flatten this. Let's remesh it at 200. And then let's smooth it. Let's remesh it lower now, so it smooths a little bit better. I don't like this nose either. Let's go back to this. I kind of like this. It's a different nose. All right, so let's just make some weird stuff. I was just messing around, trying to figure out what I wanted to make. And I came up with this weird alien creature. Okay, so that's very weird looking, but I kind of like it. It's kind of odd. Let's put some, so this is snoot. Bottom, snoot. Let's connect these two. And now let's, oh, what was I gonna add? Oh, let's add some more spheres for the eyes, where the eyes are gonna go, since that's the most important thing here. The eyes. Okay, so let's validate this, and then let's, which shape do we want? This is mostly just like the eye sockets, but still want the shape to be decent. Okay, I kind of like that. Super weird, I know, but I like weird. I like weird, I really do. Okay, so here, let's validate these. We don't need to name them because they're gonna be voxel remesh. So we have that, we have eyes, sockets, we have the head, snoot. Maybe not both snoots, maybe just the top snoot. So maybe the top snoot. The ears we can. I don't know. I don't think I need to join the ears. So the body, tail, legs, arms. Let's go for most of the kit and caboodle. Most of. Let's do the ears too. So let's voxel remesh them at 200. And I'm going to save it because I don't think I saved it. So I'll go back to voxel remesh. Boom. Forget your multi-res. I don't need your multi-res. I don't need your multi-pass. So now we can smooth all these together real nice. So that's the key to a nice smooth sculpt. Voxel remesh at 200. Oop, gotta be careful. I don't really want these to join. I don't want these to join up. So I'm gonna be careful smoothing around them. I want it to be smooth, but I don't want them to join up. So I'll smooth that again, maybe when we remesh this at a bit higher. That'll be better. Because right now you can see the clay is nice and soft. Such a weird, awkward creature. And then I feel like we actually should have... No, I don't know. What if we want to make his mouth open? Because now, at least, like, if we want to make the mouth open, we can kind of do that still. We can kind of, like, do like this. I don't know. Okay. So, oh, and also, I'm going to use clay, and I'm just going to build up a little bit here. I don't know if I want to give him some muscles in his arms. Might look silly. Yeah, it looks silly. It looks better before. What about little elbows? Looks silly. Oh, I do want to see if I can inflate around the arms, though. This is what I usually do. And sometimes I don't even have to really join the arms. I just use the inflate. It's not really inflating that well. That's not bad. I love adding little things like that. I'm tempted to put one here too, but I think that'll be too much. I can do it subtly. Nice and subtle. Okay, so now let's dig out a place for his eyes. So now I can start the eye tutorial. Okay, so this is my super secret drug-free Dave way to do eyes in 3D in Nomad Sculpt, and it's been working really, really well so far. So first thing you want to do is you want to make a space for the eyeballs. So I'm going to use clay, and I'm going to use the subtract. So I've already made this weird random creature, and I want to give him eyes, and I've already voxel merged most of this together. I'm talking too much. Okay, so then you dig out a place for the eyes. You just go in a circle where the eyes will be. So I just try to make it circular, even if there's a nose or whatever's there. I just try to make a nice circle, sort of like that. And then I take smooth, and I smooth that out. So it's nice and smooth. There we go. So now that we have our eye sockets, we'll just go to here. We'll go add sphere. And I'll go ahead and call this eyes. Okay, so we have our sphere. So we'll move it up and we'll move it into position to one of the eyes. So then you move it into place, you can scale it until it's about what you want for your eyes. I think that's pretty good. So then you hit mirror, and now you have two eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and validate that. So to make things a little bit easier at this point in time, I'm going to take these eyes and I'm just going to validate. So I'm going to tap the mirror and I'm going to validate. And I'm going to name these eyes again. So now I'm going to take the eyes and I'm going to clone it. And I'm going to name the cloned one eyelids. So we have eyes and we have eyelids. So if we're on eyelids, I don't know why the gizmo is showing down there. So go to pivot, reset, and then pivot again. Don't know why it does that. I don't like it. So now just make the eyes bigger. Not too much. Here we go, something like that. So that will be the eyelids if we need them, when we need them later. So I'm going to go ahead and hide that. All right, so to do the rest of this, we can go ahead and take it out of Metcap. I always sculpt in Metcap. It doesn't really matter if you were sculpting in Metcap or not. So now it's white, and I'm I like to make everything like a softer, sort of matte, more matte color. I'll even do the parts we can't see. So I'm going to go to white, and I don't want it super, all of the roughness gone, but most of it. So we'll paint it all that color, and we can go to the eyes and we can paint those glossy. So we'll take all the roughness away, paint all. So just the eyes are glossy. Okay, so this is what we have now. I should have made a cuter creature for this. That's okay. Maybe he'll turn out cute. Okay, so let's just color this guy, because it'll be easier that way if we just color it. So yeah, maybe we'll make him this color. But not that. There we go. So we'll paint him that color. And another thing that I always do for the eyes is I always flatten along here. I don't know. It's just like makes like a nice plane there. Okay, so back to the eyes. So brain fart. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is tap on the eye and we're going to change it to refraction. So we go to this little materials window here and we go to refraction. That's the first thing. So we go to refraction and then we go to absorption and tap absorption. And then there's like a color bar here, although it looks like just one of these, so it's sort of hidden. So you'll tap that and bring that all the way to white. Okay, so now we can go back into our options and we can hit paint glossy. Now you see what we're doing there. You see what we've done. It actually looks kind of cool. Take a screenshot of it. Let me take a proper screenshot. Okay, so now that we've made them refraction and glossy, now we'll clone the eyes. So we'll take this one, clone, and we'll name this one P1. And P1 we can change back to opaque, and we can go down here and change the color to black and rough. Paint all. So now if we're on P1, we'll go to our gizmo. Oh, I don't see it. Oh, you know what? I might have to do the pivot, reset pivot thing again. I don't know why that is, but that'll bring the gizmo up to where it's supposed to be. So now I'm just going to shrink these like so. Now, if you move them now, they're going to move like from opposite sides. So let me undo. So just hit symmetry, and then you can move them independently back and forth. Let's make them a little smaller. Make them smaller even. So I'm thinking I like something like that. So that's the first step. And I might actually change it later because I want to do a test one after I finish this. So this is looking pretty good so far. The next thing that we'll do is tap on the body layer and then lock it. So hit lock here. If the lock doesn't show up there, then go up here to these options and you can tap, where's lock? I thought lock was like up here somewhere. Oh, here it is. So you tap on the 3 lines and then you hit lock here and it'll show up. So you hit lock. So now we're on the skin layer and just add a layer here and name it, we'll name it eye whites. So now this is a color on the skin. So we'll go to paint, we'll choose white, and maybe we'll choose glossy white. And now we're just going to paint the eyeball on our skin. I'm sure there's other people that do eyes like this, but I've never actually seen it done like this, at least not in Nomad. And they kind of come out how I always want the eyes to turn out. So I was pretty excited when I first discovered that this way would work. Really, really excited about it, actually. Still am. Excited to do this tutorial. Hook me up and give me a like and a subscribe if you're enjoying the tutorial, or if you're getting something useful out of the tutorial. We'll go to erase and just clean it up a little bit. It's a bit messy. And you know what? I might have to just go to the skin and I might just go ahead and, since I'm not short on size, I'm just going to go ahead and subdivide it. So now that I've subdivided it, it should be much cleaner to erase. And you usually don't even have to go that close to the edge usually, but since we're doing the demo, I just clean it up as much as possible. Because of the refraction, you don't actually see, it kind of hides it a little bit. So there we go. That's pretty much it. This is how I've been doing my eyes. And it's really great because you can turn them and you don't have to constantly readjust the eyes or anything. It looks better than the eyes painted on something flat because then they just look flat. But using the matte black pupil really helps because you can't really tell. Like when you turn on the side, you can tell that it comes out, but you can't tell if it comes out or if it's concave. And I think it should be concave. So you can't even really tell. So that's what I like about it. Also, when you kind of move it around, it kind of like follows you a little bit, which I like. But that's pretty much how I do the eyes. Of course, you can also change it to different colors. And I wanted to try too. There's another thing that I wanted to try. So we'll do some testing out now. I tried this once, so let me add and do eye color. I tried this out once and it didn't really work that well. But let's say we wanted to give him like, so we'll use this orange color. And let's go around. Oops. So we're there, we're right, we're correct. Let's actually hide the eyes. And now you can see how small that is, actually. So we'll hide the eyes and then we'll paint. So I want to paint around like a hazelish, and then I want to do like a green on the outside. And then I'm just going to smooth them out. So let's see what this looks like. If we unhide the eye. Oh, it actually is not too bad. The only thing I would say is it still needs like some sort of outline would make that look better. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to test out here is, so I'm gonna clone this pupil. So let's clone it, and I want to name this one eye color. All right, so eye color I'm going to change to we'll change to this orangish color again. Okay, so so let's see if I can, kind of just goes away when I do that. Let's see if I can pull this out. Let's see if I can shrink this. So I'm shrinking the one behind it. Let's see how this looks when we bring the eyes back. Oh, that looks kind of crazy. Okay, so that's not really the look I want. It looks better with black. What does it look like with orange? Oh, they just look really big. Kind of cool, though. Okay, so let's see if there's anything else we can do with eye color. So what if we made it bigger? Wait a minute. Let's paint eye color, make it bigger, and flatten it. So what if we flatten it and like, I want it to be around the rim of the pupil. So I'm just trying to move it in a way where it's like on the rim. I can tell that's going to look crazy. All right, so let's bring back the eye. I mean, it's kind of interesting, but it doesn't work with the reflection. It doesn't quite work the way that I would want it to work. Like here, it looks great, but there's something missing. I do have another idea. So let's get rid of that. So let's get rid of this. Okay, let's hide the eyes. The eyes are hidden. We'll hide this too. Let's try it with discs. So let's use a cylinder, because a cylinder would be easier. Let's do snap. We'll bring it forward. We'll make it small. Let me just go ahead and save this. So the reason why I'm trying out with cylinders is because it'll be much easier to make the rim match the pupil. And also I noticed that you know what, let's pull this out. In this area here, it might be better to actually take the skin. Let's get it off lock. To go back to the base. Actually, I don't know where I should do it. Should I do it on the white or should I do it on the base? Let's do it on the base. So if I want to put the eyes here, for example, I'm just going to push in the skin here so you can see all of the pupil. So let's try that first. So I'm going to move it in closer to, oh, again, it does it. I'm going to take clay and I'm going to do sub, and I'm just going to widen this here. Widen that area, and then I'll just smooth it. This way we can see our whole pupil. So now let's color these black and rough. So let's see how they looks without a color first. Oh, I think you can kind of see. So you can kind of see the cylinder at the end. But ultimately not bad. Passable. So let's remesh. So we'll turn this into P1. Or no, let's make this P2. P cyl for P cylinder. So now let's clone it. And let's color this that same color orange. You know, we'll keep it rough just for the heck of it. But for this one, whoop, pivot, reset, pivot. A little bit wider. See, I want something like that. That's what I'm going for. But let's see how it looks with the eyes. Oh, the eyes are already showing. Doesn't work on the side. Doesn't work on the side. But it works with the black. Just the black, it works. Excuse me. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that I could possibly do. What would be smooth? I think I took it all away. I did. Okay, so that doesn't really work. Last but not least, I guess we could delete this. We could bring back P1. Wait, what's going on now? So if we bring back P1, let's lock it to P1, and then let's see what happens if we... Oh, I have a better idea. So let's change P1 to that color. And then I have my paint circle, which I don't know if it's actually going to work. No. I always have to go back in and like change all the settings to be the way that I want them to be. Grab dynamic radius. Again, it kind of looks okay, but it doesn't work. Like the side views don't really work that well. But good effort. I think this works the best. And using a color on the outside worked the best. Eye color. And then painting an eye color worked the best, I think. Let's try with Din Topo. So something like that. And maybe if we want to add, let's add a little like bluish green to that. Little bluish green outer rim. A la Vanellope. This thing doesn't even want to smooth. Unfortunately. And now let's, I really want to see what it looks like if I had a black line. On the outside. I think that's kind of cool, actually. I think that's kind of interesting. It'd be nice if I can make them cleaner. If I can make everything cleaner, that would be nice. In order to do that, I mean, I guess I might as well do it. Maybe I should just do it. Let me end this real quick. Okay, I actually think it looks really cool. So I have to figure out a way to make it cleaner. So if I want to make it cleaner, I should just do add layer. And I should take the same thing, my paint, my circle brush. All that is if you were to take the paintbrush. So if you were to take paint, go to the fall off, tap it, and do the flat line. Well, first off, go to your paintbrush, tap it, and then hit clone. And then go to the clone, rename it. So just tap it, rename, and then open it. And then go to your settings here, flat fall off, grab dynamic radius instead of dot. That's all it is. Flat fall off, everything else is the same. Flat fall off, grab dynamic radius. Let's see how this looks. It's not terrible. It actually looks really clean. So let's go back to, let's do some colors now. Because that looked dirty clean. So we want to try to get it, it's going to be a little tricky. We want to get it directly around the eye. It's always hard to know where the center is. But once you get it, that looks good. I like it. Boom. Remember, symmetry's on. So this can be orange. Let's add another layer and put it underneath. So this one is going to be blue, greenish blue. So let's try to get that underneath because we put the layer underneath. That looks pretty good for the first go. I don't know if I'll be able to get any more perfect than that. So I think I'm just going to leave it. So then I'm going to use another layer. I'm going to bring it below those. I'm going to label this one black rim. I don't think it needs to be glossy. I don't think it matters. So this is the black rim. So I kind of want this to be perfect around the edge. I think that actually looks pretty good. It's not that perfect, but I think that can actually work. So these two, orange and blue, I can put together. So I'm going to tap this. So now they're together. And now I want to see if I can smooth them. So they actually didn't smooth that bad. And actually, I'm gonna get crazy now. Let's go to paint and grab some of this orange, and let's go a little more yellow with it. And we'll just fart around right around the edge. I'm gonna take it off Dintopo. We don't need that anymore. But I just want to put some yellow around the edge. And then I'll take my smooth brush with no intensity and just smooth that out. I think we have a nice looking eye, so let's bring our eye back. I think that looks pretty cool. I like it. And last but not least, let's just put a eyelash like I always do. So you just kind of pull. Oh, it's the worst when I do that. I hate when I do that. Okay, good, I put it back. So we'll do radius. We can do mirror. So we'll do radius. And we'll close off the front end and make the back end thicker. Make the front end thin. And we want to actually bring this into our mesh to sort of hide it. And we'll bring this part out a little bit. Oh, actually I made that really low. So let's get rid of that. I didn't realize. I think that looks better. I can probably make it even higher. And this is just a stylistic thing. I just like to do these like little eyelash things. I just think they look cute. So now we will, did we do spline? Spline makes it nice and beautiful and curvy. So we'll validate now, and then we'll smooth. And we can actually take it matte black. Always make it matte black. And I like to flatten the bottom. So we have that nice kind of point. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I think that looks great. So in the best parts about this is lights and everything. Everything will respond to it. So if I put a light on, it's going to have some shadows in there, which is a really, really cool thing that happens. Oh, I'm on Snap. So you have some real, mass inside the eyes, but you can still see the colors and everything. So last but not least, let's just do some quick, I'll just make this subsurface. And we'll just put a quick light behind it. Polish this off really quick. If I can remember what I'm doing. So we'll add another light. We'll make it a spotlight. Move it back, dial it up. We'll change this to, we'll change it to that color. And we'll change this to subsurface as well. I think it looks pretty good. Let's add some more light. Maybe coming from back here. And we'll give it some post-process. Really make it look real. Ambient occlusion is crazy. Depth of field. Render resolution. They actually look nice. Tone mapping is on. Kind of like the color grade one. But we'll leave it here for now. Vignette is on. And I think everything else is good. Yep, so that's how I do eyes. That's my kind of way that I came up with. And I think it just looks really, really cool for character eyes. So hopefully that was useful, and I would love to see you guys make some cool looking character eyes. I'm gonna get it in focus. There we go. There we go. Ooh, let's turn on the environment, because with the environment you also get those nice round bits. So we'll turn on the environment, and maybe we'll turn this light down a little bit. Or maybe we'll just make them bright. All right, that's all I got. Keep drawing, keep sculpting. I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you want to learn more, check out my classes on Skillshare. I have 2D classes and 3D classes. If you want to see more, be sure to check me out on social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all Drug-Free Dave, and also Facebook. There's some really great Facebook resources for Nomad, Sculpt, and Procreate, including my own group, Procreate Tutorials and Guidance. As always, keep drawing, keep sculpting, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Ah.